All right, so today we're going to talk about Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo. It's a little Scooby Doo reference, guys. Sorry. Because you're dumb. Because you're so dumb.
Anyways, I'm just going to...
Anyways, I think that Yo, don't subscribe, because if you subscribe, he writes down your tag. He writes down your name or tag in there, and, you know.
Anyways, I'm just gonna push this conversation along.
Move it along. Move it along.
So Scooby Doo has been in all of our lives for so long, and what's a better way to commemorate the memory of Scooby Doo than turning it into a sexy teen drama? Like everything, Archie gets a sexy teen drama with Riverdale. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, sexy
teen drama
plus teen drama.
If you think about it nowadays, what the people want is just
sex,
like sexy teen drama.
Yeah, exactly.
They want. Euphoria.
I want to see all of my favorite cartoon characters at least making out one time in a hot tub or something.
Just so weird, but I mean, you can see how it's worked. I mean, one good example: Once Upon a Time, dude. Even just. Like, Rumpelstiltskin became sexy, bro. And Rumpelstiltskin was known for being ugly. And now he's a sexy guy with long hair, shiny skin like Edward from Twilight.
Yeah?
You know?
100%. I think... So, if there's a cartoon, I could turn into, like, a sexy... I need a different word than sexy. Give me another... give me a synonym. Raunchy.
No.
Yes, Come on. Come on, Essen, give me some.
A dirty.
Dirty? Okay, dirty. What do you call anime? Ecchi?
An ecchi?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Maybe like a risque.
A risque?
Risque drama.
Okay. So imagine that.
A TVMA show.
A TVMA show.
Perhaps.
Right?
Mature. A mature show.
It's a mature show. Give me that. But He-Man, bro.
Dude, He-Man's like already in
Prince Adam. Prince Adam growing up, dude. He's in Eternia, right? He's a teenager with what's the girl's name?
Tia?
Tila. A man of arms, you know, he's like the big bad cop of the town. And then dude, but it's like
the man's got
first off, everybody's ripped, okay? You get a bunch of young actors, and it's just great.
All I'm saying this: if you take He-Man and you make it a raunchy teen drama,
yeah,
He-Man's already in his underwear. What is gonna happen, bro?
What? That could be the origins, though. Like,
it can't go farther.
This is how he gets down into his underwear. That's the origins of his costume.
It's called He-Man Raunchy Origins.
Yeah,
it can't be.
But that's not what we're talking about.
That's not what we're talking about today.
Please, tell them what we're actually
talking about. What we are talking about today, Aiden and I, you know, we hopped on this trend. We've been watching, like, you know, some of these shows, like Riverdale and things like that.
Yeah.
We chose to take one of our favorite shows, Scooby Doo, and to, what I like to say, Riverdale-ify it.
Riverdale-ify.
To make it a raunchy teen drama.
Yep.
Or a, you know, a kind of a little more for the teen.
This was like unprompted, by the way. We were just working one day and we're like, what if this happened? So we've taken the initiative. We've written kind of the first episode, how it would play out, and we're going to tell you guys right now.
The first thing, you know, just to open it up, first of all, if you've noticed these teen dramas these days, you know that if you want to be successful, if you want it to be good, you have to name the show that you're writing the name of the town that the people are in. Outer Banks or Riverdale. You know, if you want to be successful, you have to name it. So we named ours Crystal Cove. So this is a teen drama about Scooby-Doo called Crystal Cove. It's a little fanfic.
Crystal Cove, California.
Little fanfic. And it is awesome.
All right.
It is awesome.
I wish we had a flashlight and we could turn out the lights right now.
Well,
Go ahead.
Episode 1. All right. The first episode's with Fred. Fred Jones? Fred Jones, his mom, his dad, driving in a car. In a van. In a van. It's dark. The night is dark. They're driving along the road. There's scary trees. He looks up on the hill.
Wait, can I open this?
Go ahead.
Can I open this? They're driving along the road. As they drive, the moon shines down upon them. The mother in the front of the van, father driving. Fred sits in the back. He's singing along to a classic Scooby Doo song.
Hey girl, you got me running.
The one that plays while they're flying around on the balloons in that one episode.
In the Headless Horseman episode.
All of a sudden, as the mom starts to tap the dashboard with her, like she's playing the drums.
She was a drummer in her youth.
No.
In her youth.
I got this, Eston. Thank you for hyping me, though. All of a sudden, they look into the rear view mirror and see something.
Almost like the T-Rex scene from Jurassic Park.
Almost like, no, but scarier, bruh. And it just, all of a sudden, their car flips. Take it from there, Eston.
Ah, Mom! Fred screams from the back seat. The dad says, he doesn't die. He just coughs. He coughs. All of a sudden, the dad is dragged out of the car, like lightning fast. He disappears, and they hear, "Ow!" It's a werewolf, bro.
It's not at all what we decided on.
They don't know. They can't see it. This is what we decided on, Aiden. Yes.
That's not what
They hear a howl of a werewolf.
I'll listen. I'll hear you out.
The dad is dragged out and disappears. They hear the werewolf coming back. Fred's mom. And
it starts like sniffing around the side of the truck.
Sniffing around the car. So they know it's something. They haven't seen it yet. We don't see it yet. Okay. Fred's mom. You
hear the werewolf start saying, little Fred, let me in. And Fred responds, not by the hair
of my mom's ascot.
Dude, that was very disturbing what I just said.
Fred's mom takes off her ascot, ties it around Fred's eyes like this, like he's in the bird box.
Knowing that the werewolf is coming to take her.
And he pushes him into the trunk of the van. You know, like those old vans, you can pull down the seat and it pushes you into the trunk.
I think we're all lucky if we don't know one of those vans.
Anyways, pushes him in a hidden spot. She's devoured in front of him.
You hear the screams of his mother. Blood splatters across the window. And
meanwhile, Fred is like
whimpers in the darkness.
But his eyes are covered with the ascot.
With the ascot. The classic ascot.
The classic ascot that he's always wearing.
Can I add an edit to what you just said?
Yes. Something
important that'll kind of start the story is when they're driving, off to the side of the road, there's going to be a large castle. Okay? So
I was trying to add that.
The truck is flipped, and the dad sees that the wife is bleeding out. Okay? The dad isn't dragged out by the werewolf. This is the edit I wanted to make. But rather, he goes to the castle, the closest place nearby, to go look for help. To help his wife and child.
A Beauty and the Beast situation.
Right? But he never comes back. The disappearing dad thing.
That's incredible.
Is that better?
Let me rewrite.
Rewrite. Okay.
You know what? Let us know in the comments which version you like better. Do you want the dad to be ripped
out by the werewolf? I think it sets up the mystery of like, oh, where did the dad go?
Yeah, we don't know where the werewolf took him. But we see the castle, so we know that he took him there.
100p.
All right. Leading into the next scene.
Fades to black.
Dang.
All of a sudden, poof, 20 years... No, how many years later?
No. Dang.
So, how old was Fred in the first scene?
Fred is 7.
He had to be like 8. So, 10 years later?
10
He's
years
18
later.
now? No, wait. You want him to be like 15, right?
No, I want him to be like... I think
16,
that's
17?
weird. One thing I really think is weird, for example, in this TV show Smallville... Clark Kent's like 15.
Yeah, and he's a hunk.
Or like these people in Outer Banks
or Archie
like
Andrews is
16.
a hunk and he's like 15 and he's making out with his teacher. Not even just making out.
Because for our fan casting, they're going to be a little bit older. So it's going to be about the 18
We're definitely going to need some teacher relationships going on this show.
Just to stay on.
I don't even know why. Why do they perpetuate that so much in these series, dude?
I don't know. It happened in Smallville too. With
like
Jason T.
It's so awful in real life, but then in a TV series they're like, oh, that is sexy stuff.
That's so
That's
awesome.
Terrible.
To date your teacher, so awesome.
So bad. Anyways, keep it going.
Alright, so we see Fred. He's in the trunk, blindfolded. The scene pans up through the rip in the car roof, bro, to the moon, and it says Crystal Cove. And we see the castle in the background, like Aiden said. Okay? The scene shows Fred running. He's running as fast as he can down the street, right? He's like, I gotta find my dad, right?
This is an older Fred or a young Fred?
Young Fred is running to the castle.
Okay, he's running.
And then all of a sudden, it changes. Boom! And all of a sudden, it's a football scene, son!
Cuts to a football scene.
10 years later, Fred is the quarterback for the Crystal Cove Black Knights.
Of course he is.
The Black Knights, guys, this is a reference. No, because we put a lot of thought into this. This is a reference
We have at least 5 references.
one of the original Scooby Doo villains, which was the Black Knight. And so it could be the Crystal Cove Knights, but it'll have the image of the Black Knight.
I was also thinking
logo.
they could be the Niner 49ers.
They could be. You know, it doesn't matter what the school mascot is.
Yeah.
But I think it does. So we're going with this.
I like the Knights. I approve of the Knights.
Fred is, he's throwing quarterback. Boom, sexy arm. You see his muscle.
Of course you see his muscle, Dave.
And then he gets hit like a truck, like a refrigerator. And it reminds him
like a refrigerator.
It reminds him of the car crash. He has this flashback and he's like, oh, my mom.
He says,
we got hit in this car. My mom's
her
dying.
screams.
Here's her scream. Right?
Yeah.
And he gets back up. He has to get back up. Otherwise episode 1 doesn't continue.
What?
He
got hit that bad?
It was big, bro. It was a big hit.
hit.
He sees his mom's ascot tied around his wrist. It's like, how quarterbacks have the playbook on their arm?
Yeah.
He's like, does he unwrap this ascot?
And then he puts it over his eyes.
No, and then he puts it around his forehead,
okay.
bro.
I was like, if he does that with his eyes, that's
flipping
insane.
awesome. He takes his helmet and he hits it against the ground. He's like, I got this.
All right, then can I take it from here?
You can.
He huddles the team together. Now, Fred, within the series of Scooby-Doo, is known for his plans.
I'm the trap man.
He's the trap master. So he gets the team together. He says Rayshawn. He says Kyle. He says all the team members' names. He says come together.
Gerard.
Leo.
We haven't thought of anybody's names yet.
Anyways.
No, it's because it's like Leo's a really important character. Leo, come here.
You always have to have like side characters, but we haven't thought of any. Yeah. And he says, and he sets up this absolute genius plan, which will push for the fact that he's a great planner. We'll see that in later episodes, right? And it's almost like a trap that he sets on the football field where it looks like he's making a fake off play. He makes the long pass, boom.
The guy, and
Rayshawn catches it and takes it into the...
It's important. When he catches the ball, front flip over the guy, bro. Just to show some cool athleticism.
And it's not even part of the plan. Because it shows that he can pull an audible.
Adjust, yeah.
He can adjust.
He's gonna throw it for a Hail Mary, catch it. The guy's gonna pitch it back for a Hail Mary.
Because let's be honest, do all the Fred's plans even work out?
They don't. None of them work out, bro.
Some of them don't. A lot of them do.
Anyways...
And then
he wins the game,
in the end, he goes up to the other QB, takes off the helmet, he says, "Ha!" And the QB says, "I would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for this meddling QB on the other team."
This meddling dummy.
No, he doesn't say that at all.
That doesn't happen. Anyways, after the game, Fred, he's leaving. His parents come up to him. But these aren't his real parents, bro. These are the people
adopted.
These are the people that adopted him. They congratulated him. He's like, yeah, I'll see you later, Mom.
Do they have any ties to... Are they rich?
They're very wealthy, yeah, because they adopted a kid.
They're friends with the Blakes?
They're friends with the Blakes. They're friends with the Roberts, or Shaggy's parents. Anyways, so he talks to his parents. He says, you know what, I'll see you at home later. But the reason he's not going home is because he's like, dang, with this flashback that I had during the game,
reminded him of something.
I need to go investigate about my dad, and I need to go investigate what happened. Right. We see flashbacks from when he was little again. It's like, I'm sorry, son. Your mom is dead. Dead. Super dead. And then they're like, I'm sorry, son, but we never found your dad's body.
So the cops are saying that to him.
Cops are saying it to him. He's crying in the hallway. I'm imagining it like super sad.
It could cut.
It's foggy.
So after the game, it shows him kind of running to wherever he's going, right? And it cuts to him as a little boy. A cop grabs his arm and is like, son,
it's
son,
showing
where's your father?
From the past.
And then it's showing, the cop cars pulling up, investigating the mom's body being put into the ambulance or whatever.
So we see Fred, he's going, and he runs into the woods. And we see there's this impound with all these beat up cars. He opens the gate, breaks it open with
his bare hand.
With
his teeth, dude.
No, he just breaks it out with the ascot,
The ascot that
he's like and whips it open. We don't know how he breaks it open. He breaks it open. He goes in to the abandoned van
lot.
It was the van that his parents died in, and he's investigating in the van. Next scene, bro. The next day at school, we see none other than Daphne Blake drive up in a very nice car.
She's rich.
Probably purple. Probably a purple convertible.
Purple and green. Like purple with a green interior.
I'm not sure if we want to make them wear the same outfit all the time. Probably similar colors, but...
No, let's do it. Let's just make them wear the same outfit.
Dude, she pulls up in a super nice car. People love her, bro. She's super popular. Everyone's trying to talk to her. They're like, "Who's that girl? She looks so fine."
So it appears that she's like super snotty because she's rich and she's like cool.
Yeah, she's
but
got a pig nose.
Turns out, really nice girl.
Super nice, yeah. So she walks up to the school. No, guess who's waiting for her? Audience, Aiden. Guess.
Velma
Dinkley.
Because why?
She's a dinker. She's a little dinkly.
She's a dinker. She's dinking.
It's floating. We got a floater,
dude.
No, she runs into Velma and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you all summer. How are you?" They've been friends since they were young.
Right.
They know each other.
Now
a lot of people don't like Velma. She's actually part of the journalism club, and just being part of the journalism club means nobody likes you.
Right.
I would know. I was part of the journalism.
It shows her side of like, oh, I have to figure out things and be
mysterious.
Put myself into situations type. Her classic character of she can't just not meddle.
Anyways, Daphne brings up, "Hey, Velma, are you coming to my back to school party?" She's throwing a big back to school party. Her parents are in Scotland. Little reference to Scooby Doo Loch Ness Monster. Live action. Not a live action. Scooby Doo movie. That was really good.
Best one, actually.
Yeah. So they're in Scotland. But yeah, she's throwing a party. She's invited everybody. She's invited everybody in the school. Anyone can come. That's cool.
Anybody cool.
But cool.
Because Daphne and Velma are besties since kids, she's invited. Right?
She says, "Yo, I gotta run to class. I gotta get out of here. I'll see you later." Velma's like, "Okay." Holding my books. Walking down the hall.
And something important to remember is that Velma, she's thick. Anyways.
In Aiden's fan cast, Velma.
Anyways, we'll get to the fan cast.
Anyways, okay, so Velma is walking down the hallway, right? Shift's perspectives. Velma's walking down the hallway.
I don't want to be here.
Oh, Aiden.
Oh, it just got a lot hotter in here. Oh, the judgy eyes everywhere.
Aiden had to take off his fake glasses.
Blue light.
To represent Velma dropping her glasses in the very next scene. That's right, guys. As Velma is walking down the hallway.
Where's the microphone?
They're right there.
Oh, jeez.
No, but seriously, in the very next scene, Velma's walking down the hallway, right? She's walking to class. A couple of jocks, they start bullying her. They bump into her. She drops all of her books. Classic scene. She drops her glasses. We have to have it. "Where's my glasses? My glasses!"
She says that?
Who picks up the glasses?
Fred Jones.
Fred Jones, bro. Fred Jones is like, "Here, you dropped these." She looks up. I'm in love. She falls in love with Fred instantly. It's just how it has to be.
Right. It's going to be the classic, you fall in love with the wrong person, and then later on, he switches over to Daphne.
Little love triangle.
Little love triangle going on. We're setting it up.
Anyways, Fred's like, "Hey, don't do that, guys." They're like, "Fred, you suck. You're the dummy."
This is actually actual dialogue.
You the QB, but...
We don't respect you.
You low-key a nerd, son.
You low-key blonde as heck, bro. You dumb. You're dumb.
Your parents are dead.
They're straight dead. And that triggers Fred, okay? All of that rhetoric, it triggers Fred. He says, "I'm going to take all three of you on."
Fred's about to fight them in the hallway. A teacher comes around the corner. So he says, "Hey, don't think this is over. Meet me at Daphne's party, bro.
And we'll take care of this outside.
We'll fight tonight."
Right?
We'll fight tonight.
Dude. So, big fight setup.
Big setup.
But that kind of makes Velma like, oh, he's fighting for me. But no, he's just fighting because Fred, he's insecure and he's a child.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So then, guys, we cut to a different part of school. Boom, we see none other than Shaggy, Norville, Roberts sitting at the table. He's alone. Okay, he's a little
I'm weird.
loner.
I'm a weirdo.
I'm a weird guy. Call me.
He's like the Jughead Jones of the city.
You know?
What can I say? I'm weird. I'm a weirdo.
We see him sitting there eating a super nice lunch, dude. Super gourmet food.
Like so much
because
food, bro.
His parents
he's
are
putting it back.
Loaded. His parents are rich.
Everybody's rich in Crystal Cove. It's California, dude.
You know, but his parents are rich. He's eating a really nice, but he's like, you know, putting it back. He loves food, keeping it right with source material here.
Right.
He sees the jocks coming around. He, too, has a little problem with these jocks. You know, they're not always nice to him because he's a little bit of a quiet kid. He's a skater, and they don't mix, you know.
And something...
You know, as we learned in High School Musical, you know, stick to the status quo. You know, you can't play cello and sing. You can't play soccer.
Yeah, dude, you can't play cello
and do math. You can't do math if you like soccer.
Why did you use the example of too musical?
You can't sing if you like to play music.
You can either listen to music or you can sing it.
That's right.
There's no in between.
I'm sorry, that was a terrible example. Anyways, so they come up, you know, before anything happens, Shaggy stands up, he walks, boom, bumps into Daphne Blake. Daphne falls.
He catches her.
Daphne falls.
Oh, okay.
He catches her. She says, Shaggy! Because she knows Shaggy. Tell us about that.
He says, I was eating a snack, but looks like I found another one.
He doesn't say that. He has no riz. He's not that rizzy, bro.
My bad. I was reading it off of your script.
He catches Daphne.
Sounds like that was
He's
just
like,
one of
"Oh
his
my
own
gosh."
fantasies.
There is no riz within. Anyways, he catches Daphne. He says, Daphne, how are you? Like, are you okay? She's like, oh my gosh, Shaggy, it's so good to see you. But she doesn't invite Shaggy to the party.
She's too afraid. She's like, two redheads.
She's like, Shaggy, I haven't seen you since we were young, bro. You know, because it's been a little bit.
This is kind of...
Just not since young, but since the beginning of the summer, since last school year. They didn't see each other through the summer.
I swear, if they keep the dialogue that you're using right now...
Shag, I haven't seen you
Shag,
since I was young.
it's been so long, Shag. Shag.
Ignore my dialogue,
He says,
bro.
why are you calling me Shaggy? It's because your hairdo.
It's your hair's so shaggy.
It's so shaggy.
You little shaggy dog.
You just came up with that? Yeah. Right here. I just came up with that.
Anyways,
wow, that's impressive.
I don't know why.
I'm going to call you,
I don't know why Daphne's talking.
Daphne. Because that's your name. Jeez, dude.
It's like Katniss.
We actually didn't think
Gale.
of, like, a reason for Shaggy to have his name Shaggy.
Because he's a shaggy dog, dude. He's a shaggy skater boy. People just call him that.
Yeah.
Because he shags.
This is why it's a sexy teen drama, because he shags.
It's not because he shags, bro.
It's because he shags.
Anyways, it's not because of that. Alright.
This is where the sexy teen drama comes in.
You can already see, though, Velma likes Fred, and Shaggy is in love with Daphne, but he can't tell her,
We're subverting your expectations, audience.
Alright, guys. We flash to the castle. Okay?
Okay.
The castle we saw at the beginning of
Can you
episode.
be really dramatic when you tell this scene?
Yeah, I can. We flash to the castle.
Don't whisper it.
I'm sorry. We flash
You're still whispering it.
to the castle. I won't whisper.
We
All right, guys.
No, guys. I'm just gonna
Little
say. I'm gonna say
castle
what
ASMR.
Essen's gonna. That's the door opening.
We see somebody's legs. Somebody's legs, a white lab coat. What we thought was abandoned at the castle. We see a little flashback, right? Earlier on in the show.
We get it. We see a flashback.
We see a flashback. It's the cops. They're investigating. They see nothing at the castle, bro.
Okay.
It's abandoned. But now, here... This was one of the flashbacks we saw.
Oh my gosh.
This is one of the flashbacks that we saw when Fred was young. All right, but now we see feet walk in, a white lab coat. Dude, some like special lever, bro. They go into a secret room.
Right.
We go down. We see this man. He's working in the laboratory. We see cages. Boom, 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 boom. Animals in every cage. We see one on the wall that's like...
A bunch of different specimens.
Sorry. You know, this thing is like trying to rip down the door, bro.
What is it?
baby locked him doors. And no, but he's trying to rip down the door.
Yeah.
And it's probably the werewolf. We just see like a claw.
Oh, okay. So the werewolf's in the castle.
Yeah, this one's sketchy.
The thing that you didn't include in the beginning that now you're adding into the story.
No, the
The
werewolf.
thing that you didn't even want to mention.
No, we just see its hand. I just said we see its hand.
I'm just saying, bro. In
Aiden.
your rendition in the beginning,
This
you
is my
didn't even include
rendition?
the castle.
We wrote it together.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you forgot it.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyways, he reaches his hand in like this, okay? We see the werewolf hand. We see lots of animals in there. A turtle. This is a reference to Ninja Turtles. We see a dog, okay? We see a dog in the cage. This dog is maybe Scooby Doo? We don't know. But he has a tag around his he has a tag that says SD.
Specimen
On his collar.
D.
Specimen D. Next to him, a white dog. Also with SD.
Can I
Specimen D.
Can I take over?
Dog is D.
All of a sudden, you see the man in the lab coat come in. He takes out a specimen, hooks it up to the table. All you see are a bunch of just electricity and stuff going on. You see fluids being pumped down into something. You don't see like the graphicness of what's going on, but you hear the screeching of the animal.
It's graphic.
And it's starting to make like noises, okay? But at this same time, the power goes out in the castle, okay? And you hear a single door open. And something starts to run out. Is that kind of what you were envisioning?
Yeah, but Scooby-Doo escapes from the cage.
Yep.
So.
And you don't see Scooby at this point. You just see a shadow running along the wall towards the outer gate. And that's the end of this scene.
Yeah, he goes because the doctor forgot to open the door, so he gets out.
Right.
Okay.
But the doctor hears this, and he opens another door to go fetch the specimen.
And what it's like sketchy.
You know what door.
Because he opens
you know
the
what
big
door
scary door with the claws.
Big scary door with the claws.
And he says, "Bring him back." Well, I'm sorry. He probably says, "Bring him back." He says, "Bring him back." He's one of those old time scientists. Anyway,
right.
So we know that something has escaped from the castle and something is chasing it. Now, flashback, we see Shaggy. He's skating. He's just doing his thing on, in front of the school. The jocks pull up. They're like, "Yo, hop in, bro." He's like, "What? These guys are sketchy, bro." He's obviously a little timid, a little scared. He's like,
Right.
"What are you talking about?" He's like, "Daphne told us to bring you to the party. Come on."
Just to add context, these same jocks, super into Daphne, right?
Yeah.
They saw Shaggy catch Daphne and say the sweet, sweet pickup line about snacks. And they say, hey,
We're going to F him up.
Yeah, we gotta F him up. And they pull up. They're like, hey, Shaggy, we'll give you a ride. Shaggy, he only has a skateboard. He doesn't have a car.
So he couldn't even go on
even
the
though
freeway.
his parents are rich.
Yeah.
Wait a second, we didn't think this through.
He does. Guys, here's the thing. His parents find him to be a little bit of a disappointment because he's a skater dude.
So he avoids interacting with his parents.
He doesn't want their charity.
Exactly.
Even though they're required to, provide for him.
And pay for his, everything.
Youth. Anyways, so they're like, "Yo, hop in. Daphne said to invite you." And Shaggy's like, "Really?" And they're like, "Yeah, come on." So they're taking him to the party. So they bring Shaggy to the party, but they don't bring him to the house. They bring him to kind of like the woods by the house, and they say, "Oh yeah, the party's down this trail into the woods. We're having like a bonfire type thing,
Right.
And so they're like, "Yeah, Daphne's waiting for you down there. We just got to go pick up something, and we'll be back," right? And so Shaggy believes him. He's like, "All right." So he goes into the woods by himself. That's not where the party is. Boom. We see
It's a lie.
big party scene.
Right?
We see a big party scene.
Dude, big, sexy party scene. People.
Not that sexy,
No, it's sexy. Okay? There's people in hot tubs. There's people jumping in pools. People wearing a little less clothing than they came with. Okay?
He-Man style. Okay? Yeah,
So they raise their big sword. And their clothes just come
It's a
off.
great party. By the power of Grayskull.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
the He-Man one is going to be
It
crazy.
is.
We're writing
We
that
see how
next.
party is crazy. Who walks through the door?
I
Fred
like
Jones,
that reference,
bro.
the do, the Scooby Doo.
Who walks through the do? The dogged Fred. Fred shows up to the party, and we see him. We see the jocks. They're looking at each other across the pool like this, like grimacing faces. They're
Right.
like frowning and stuff, because that's like showing they're angry and stuff. like a frown. And we know
This
they're
is
mad. 'Cause
acting.
frowns. I was just trying to like really help the people that are listening to know.
Anyways, can I jump in here?
Sure, this is Aiden's, big break. This is his favorite part.
This is another one I had to rewrite, but Fred, being the planner he is, okay, he doesn't go into anything without a plan.
Some people call him the calendar. He's so planned.
He goes beforehand to Daphne's party location, and he sets a trap. Okay?
Which is really creepy because he snuck into Daphne's backyard.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But he sets a trap just showing off his trap skills, and it starts to knock all the guys into the pool. It's kind of like tying up their arms, and it's making all these things happen. They're like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on?
And everyone's like cheering. They're like, laughy, laughy. Because, when people laugh at you, you get more mad and stuff.
Right. All of a sudden...
I would know.
Everybody's in the pool. Anyways... They're all knocked into the pool, and then they get out. They get out of the trap.
It's like a fun trap to hit him in the pool.
He's like, haha, we got him. They all just get out and just clobber him.
Beat him up.
Beat him up.
Beat him up.
Beat him up.
Can we finish that? Anyways, they beat him up. They beat
For
the
every
living
subscriber,
daylights.
you gotta beat him up.
They beat the living daylights out of...
Right.
The live and let die.
All of a sudden, Daphne Blake comes out. She
Daphne's
says,
like,
get off of him!
Everyone go home!
Right?
Go home.
She kicks well, does she?
Yeah.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah, because everyone's going home.
Alright, it feels like a quick rewrite. Nah, they don't go home.
People go home.
No, she just goes and gets Fred.
Okay.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah, she's getting Fred.
Because I like the idea that they go off in a separate room while the party's still going on outside. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, fine. Sure. Alright, they go into the back greenhouse.
Right.
I don't know. Just, change up the scene.
Change up the
All
scene.
right.
You hear the party going on. That's what I like, though.
Daphne's like, I don't know what to do.
He's taking off his shirt by this point.
Right, but Daphne's like, I don't know what to do here. Let me get Velma, right? Velma knows what to do.
No.
Yes, listen. She gets Velma. She's like, hey, Fred takes off his shirt. Daphne's cleaning his wounds. They look into each other's eyes. But Velma's also there. And she's like...
You don't want Velma to be, like, outside the greenhouse looking in?
Well, that could work, too.
That's kind of better.
All right, Daphne patches his wound.
Because the only reason Velma... Okay, the only reason Velma came is to see him fight off the bullies, who she thinks he's fighting off for her, right? So when he gets beat up and taken to the greenhouse, she was going to go and, like, help him out, make him feel better, and, like, hey, thank you so much. But Daphne is cleaning his wounds and kind of... And is there going to be a little
jealousy?
Is going to be a little something kiss type thing going on?
No kiss.
Bro.
No kiss. They're about to... No kiss.
What if there is, though?
No kiss in episode 1.
What if there is?
No kiss in episode 1.
Dude.
No kiss in episode 1. Chat.
Chat.
Put it in the comments, guys. Should there be a kiss in episode 1?
Kiss in the greenhouse with Velma watching. I think yes.
It's just so early.
Dude.
I think episode 2.
Riverdale episode 1.
How about this?
Sex in the
Stop!
in the car.
How about this? They're about to kiss when they hear something outside.
Okay.
Now this is what they hear. Okay.
That's Velma, right?
Scene's gonna cut.
So they are about to kiss.
Perhaps. Yeah. They're about to kiss.
Okay, I like that.
Daphne's sponging him like an old man.
Have you guys ever seen the scene from The Amazing Spider-Man where he comes in at the window? She's like, Peter, and they just start like just sponging that wound, bro. Dude, that scene is my fantasy.
Call him Bob because he's getting sponged in this scene, bro.
He's getting so sponged.
Anyways, bro, Shaggy's walking through the woods still. This is like happening simultaneously, right? Cut.
Yeah.
Shaggy is walking to the woods, thinking he's about to go see Daphne because he likes her, All of a sudden, he sees the school mascot jumps out, and he's dressed as the Black Knight, bro.
He's the Black Knight.
And he's like, he's trying to scare Shaggy. Shaggy's freaked out. He's like, zoinks, that was sketchy, bro. He's screaming. All of a sudden, though, a giant claw reaches out and rips the mascot's head off.
Wait, so can I just play this out?
Yeah.
He's looking for Daphne in the woods. all of a sudden, a giant mascot pops out. This was their
These
plan to
jocks-
scare him.
Jocks are ready to scare him.
And a hand just reaches behind and rips his head off.
Well, as he's about to hit Shaggy with the sword,
Oh, snap.
he's like,
I
gonna
love
hit
that,
him
dude.
with
I
the
love
sword.
that.
Something reaches out, and it
And
doesn't
just
rip.
decapitates
It doesn't rip off the mascot's head. It rips off the boy's head in
Yo,
the mascot.
that scene is insane.
All the other
Our
jocks-
whole budget's going
All
into
the
it.
other jocks that are hiding are like, "Yo, let's get out of here." They're
Yeah.
running back to the place. They run back to Daphne's, and they're like, "Get out of here!" Everyone's like, "What the flip?"
What's Shaggy's reaction to this?
Shaggy's running for
He's
his life,
screaming,
bro.
right?
Because all of a sudden, whatever just killed the mascot is now chasing Shaggy. We see Shaggy running through the woods, intense chase scene. The jocks run back to Daphne's. They're like, "Get out of there!" They're hearing all these howls. Everyone's scared, right?
But everybody's scared. But this kind of incites Fred's curiosity because it sounds like the same thing that happened all
To
those
his
years ago. He
parents.
starts running off. Daphne, worried about him, starts running off. Velma, who was watching them through the glass, starts running off after them. So we have the whole group just running into the woods while the monster is chasing Shaggy.
And this monster's hungry, bro.
Hungry.
He wants a Scooby snack. he wants a Scooby snack.
He really does. That's why
Anyways,
he's out.
He's chasing Shaggy. Shaggy is running through the woods. He comes across the only safe place that is.
The car part.
It's
lot.
It's the old abandoned car lot that Fred broke into.
Yeah, that
so
has
it's open.
the van in it.
So Shaggy goes in, and he runs in, and he hides in the van. Dude. The van that he hides in the van that Fred's parents died in.
Yeah.
Mom devoured, dad missing.
Right.
He hides there, right? And he's waiting. We see the monster, just sniffing around, right? We see its like nose, but we don't see its like face yet. you know?
Right.
We see its nose, and we see its like arms, clashing against the van and everything. And it's sketchy, and it's like, and he's inside the van, and Shaggy's like holding a blanket. He's scared. I don't know if there's a blanket in there, but he's super scared. And the monster all of a sudden just disappears, bro. He gets called back to the castle. Shaggy is like, he's breathing really hard. He looks to his left and he hears whimpering, bro. It's the dog, bro.
Wait, so the dog's in the van?
The dog's in the van with him. The dog that escaped from the castle. He looks.
And it's a Dane.
Yeah, it's a Dane.
It's Scooby Doo. If you guys haven't picked up on it yet.
And Shaggy looks down and he
Jeez,
sees,
pick up on the
he
clues.
sees the tag on him. It says SD. He sees that it's sad. He reaches into his pockets. He's got a little snack.
He's got a little snack.
He gives it to Scooby, and Scooby's like, curls up next to him. He's scared. All of a sudden, though, you think it's over, bro. You think it's the end. Boom! The doors are ripped open. And it's sexy Fred, bro. It's the real Scooby snack of the two. It's the real Scooby snack of the show.
With the two girls standing behind him, they all look at each other. They make eye contact, and then you hear it zooms in on Scooby, and he says, "Ruh-roh." And it cuts to black. I mean, he might say "ruh-roh." I don't know why he would, but he might say "hello" or something like that. But Scooby says something, and everybody goes. And that's the end of episode 1. Eston, perfect writing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Now, this episode would be nothing without the perfect cast. I did my 4.
I did mine as well.
And Eston did his.
I did mine as well.
I have the perfect cast. Okay?
First of all, guys, we didn't write this just for fun. We wrote this to be made. So if anybody knows somebody who can make this,
studios, Warner Brothers,
make this.
Please. Take what we've given you. You have the blocks. Just build it now.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Do this.
Eston, let's hear your forecast.
Oh, there we go.
No, your forecast. Your for.
Well, the weather's looking great today, Jam.
Do you have it?
All right. Well, to start off with the star of the show, the real snack of the show, Fred. I'm going with Uraquero Montgomery. I'm just kidding. That's how I typed it, but his name's Daiquiri.
Daiquiri Montgomery.
Daiquiri Montgomery.
If anybody's seen, what's the name from Stranger Things? Billy?
Billy, Power Rangers.
Billy and the red Power Ranger from the movie. He is the perfect Fred. There's no better Fred.
He would be great.
You dye his hair blonde,
Yeah.
okay? You shave his little mustache that he has most of the time. Take him away from his family for a few days. Film this thing, okay? It's perfect.
Yeah, bro.
So we're in agreement.
We are in agreement with that.
Okay, good.
For Velma, and why don't you go ahead for Velma? Since we already in agreement, the first one, share your Velma.
Is Velma the glasses one?
Velma, yeah.
Okay. Velma
is the glasses one.
This one's important to me. Because I think Velma gets a bad rap. She's like considered, but it's important to remember she's thick. I chose Madeline Klein from Outer Banks. Madeline Klein from Outer Banks is the perfect Velma. Give her the bob or whatever, put some glasses on her face, put her in an orange sweatshirt or what is it, sweater?
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, dude, it's a believable love interest. There you go.
There you go. That's
okay.
good.
Maybe just for me. Maybe it's just mine.
My Velma. My Velma is also from a teen drama. Aiden's was from Outer Banks. Mine was in a very popular drama recently.
What's it called?
From Wednesday. Actor. From
Jenna
Wednesday
Ortega?
Addams. Jenna Ortega would be a great Velma, dude.
That's insanity, dude.
Don't come at me, because I didn't come at you, but Jenna Ortega would be an absolutely great Velma. She's got just wonderful acting skills.
Given my one standard for Velma, he chose the worst... He chose the worst actress. He chose the worst actress.
I think she's just a talented actress, and I think she's really good. For Daphne, I went with Kennedy McMahon, who played Nancy Drew. And so she'd be good in another mystery role.
Yeah.
She was a redhead, so I just went with her, and I thought she looked Daphne part. I've never seen Nancy Drew.
I went with... Who did I go with? What's her name?
With Emily Rudd.
Emily Rudd.
Emily Rudd from
Just
One
because
Piece.
I just saw her in One Piece. She has the red hair. And I was like, gosh dang it. You are, first off, beautiful. Beautiful girl. But second off, she's amazing at acting, bro. I can believe everything she says. I would believe her as Daphne, as when she's trying to, just be that girl that everybody wants to be friends with.
She's that guy.
And she's...
She's that girl, yeah.
I love... I'm an Emily Rudd fan. I follow her on Instagram if you want to follow me back, Emily Rudd.
Aiden, why don't you share your final fan cast for Shaggy? Mine is a lot more... You don't know mine, so I think mine's a little more controversial.
But I think we can all agree, even though he's gotten a little older, he's still got a great face for it.
And even though he starred as a serial killer, he too can be a good guy.
Evan Peters is the perfect Shaggy. He carries that certain amount of he's stammering, but he's funny, and he's just charming, even though he plays such a loser most of the time.
Michael Cera could do it.
Oh, dude, Michael Cera would be crazy.
Just thinking here just now, Michael Cera could do it.
I could never believe Michael Cera in a sexy teen drama role. But Evan Peters, I think we can all agree that that's who we want to see as our live-action Shaggy in this adaptation.
My personal choice, and I don't know if he's too old for it now, but after watching Amazing Spider-Man 2 and how well he did in the high school scene, I'm going with Andrew Garfield. And I think he would be a great Shaggy.
Dude, he would be everybody's dad. That's too old.
I know. But
if you're going to pick someone from Amazing Spider-Man 2, pick the child at the end. He's probably old enough.
If they did it with Carrie Fisher, they can CGI his face.
You want to CGI Andrew Garfield?
That's right. For Shaggy, I want a CGI Andrew Garfield fan cast.
I love that. I know. Our whole budget goes into making Shaggy young. You're insane.
All right, y'all. But that's it. That's our fan cast.
Why does the werewolf look like a stick figure? Have you seen Andrew's face, dude? You're not laughing.
Don't cut me off.
You're not laughing.
We're ending the video.
You're not laughing.
But that's it, guys. That's what we got for you today. That is the Scooby Doo Crystal Cove live
episode
action.
1. And if you guys want an episode 2, 3, 4, if you want us to do the whole gosh dang series,
let us know.
We
put in the comments who you would fan cast for the Scooby Doo. Any ideas that you would have for future episodes or for
anything
this episode.
you just thought was dumb.
Yeah. Or also comment who's more daddy, Shaggy or Fred, bro.
And anyways, thank y'all for listening. We really appreciate you. And this was actually a really good episode. All right, y'all have a nice day.
Stay safe, chums.
Say la vie.
Chums.
Chums.
Y'all are chums because we shark bacon.
Goodbye.